Back at it again.
Back at it again. How you doing, you guys?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, man. It's another Wednesday.
We're looking at the comment section, guys, and we're hoping that you jump in there sometime.
I know.
Ask us questions. We know it's new. Like we know we're still like trying to get our footing under ourselves for Hitless Live, but feel free to join in.
Yes, it is Freska and Rudy, and welcome to Hitless Live. It's a Wednesday. It's 10 a.m. This is what we do. This is where we are with you every weekday morning.
It's
well,
rainy.
Actually, I shouldn't say every weekday morning. Every Wednesday morning.
It's a wet Wednesday morning. Everybody,
It is.
please drive safe out there. Don't hydroplate.
Oh, hydroplane.
I say hydroplate.
I know.
Because it's like a plate. Because it's like your tires on a plate and it's spinning. A hydroplane is like a nice little glide. That sounds safe. A plate, very dangerous.
Okay.
Don't hydroplate, y'all. Don't do it.
Don't do it. What's going on, you guys? Hey, it's Freska and Rudy. Yes, thank you. Welcome to Hitless Live. We do this every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. So make sure you tell a friend, set it in your alarm, put it in your calendar. Don't miss it. But yeah, here's our first thing we wanted to talk to you about, and it was about these grocery store bags. Have you been to Safeway recently? Have you been going grocery shopping?
And it's just like, I can't escape grocery store bag drama. If it's not, if it's not this, it's the fact that they don't want to give me plastic anymore, or it's the fact that I got to bring my own sometimes. Like, it just feels like in California, we always have some sort of grocery store bag drama.
It's because we do. We
Why?
do.
What is that? Why is it only us?
I don't know. But the most recent thing is that Safeway doesn't have handles on their bags.
What is the point?
Well, they said that there is a supply chain issue. There is like some tariff situation going on. So to save money, they're like, all right, well, we'll just take the handles off.
How much money are we wasting on like a little strip of cardboard with some glue on the tips?
And we're paying for them anyway.
Look, this is I got a couple of things to say about this. Number one, I do kind of think that this is kind of representative of how like weak of a society we've become. Because if you really think about it, back in the day, and even when you watch like old TV shows, whenever like somebody comes in with a bag of groceries, there's never any handles on them. So the fact that like we demand handles is like, what happened to us as a society that like we need handles for our grocery bags? You used to just carry them back in the days.
I know. I just know that you can just bring your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have some plastic bags in your bag, in your car. I am one of those people, though, that where I'll be like, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start bringing my own bags. I have a big pile of them, like, in my car. And then I'm in the grocery store shopping. And then I'm like, oh, the bags are in the car. And then here I am having to get another 8 of them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, here's the thing. I want handles on bags, okay? But the thing is, they got me accustomed to handles like that, like really fast, Because I used to work in a liquor store, and I remember
that's right.
The bags never had handles. So I got used to the idea of handles really, really quick. And for them to just take it away from me, it just seems so cruel.
But then that's not a grocery store, though. You know what I mean? Like,
but I can tell you something right now, though. Those bags are all made by the same company.
That's true.
The Duro company.
Yeah, but there's liquor store bag, and then there's grocery store bag that should have handles. That's why people are
believe it or not.
mad.
Believe it or not. I'm telling you right now, back in the day, the local grocery store and the liquor store that I worked at used to buy the bags from the same place. And I know this because I used to go to the grocery store and see the same exact bags and be like, oh, I know exactly what weight that is. I know how many pounds can fit in that bag.
Okay.
So I'm like a bag connoisseur. I'm a brown bag connoisseur.
Wow.
And I'm telling you right now, they never came with handles. They got us accustomed to it, and now that they got rid of them, I just feel like they've done me. They're kind of like suckering me into this.
They're toying
with our emotions.
Yeah.
Because I'm never gonna bring my own bag.
Why not?
Because I just don't believe in that. Because I want to be able to take the bag home with me and stuff it into that drawer that's just full of bags, like eternally stuffed with bags. Because that makes me feel like I'm accomplishing.
Your whole spare room has like millions of bags in it.
I mean, who doesn't have that? Who doesn't have that drawer in their kitchen where it's just like 1,000 bags forced into there?
I made a conscious effort to put all that stuff in recycling. I will recycle it, and then I'll just keep the reusable ones. So the brown bags, it's like, okay, I'll use it until I can't use it anymore, or it just goes straight to the recycling bin. Like, I'm gonna do that.
So okay, so you're not a keeper of bags. I am. I like to hoard. I like to hoard the bags. But now the fact that there's no handles on the bags, that doesn't affect the way that you're gonna shop now. Like, what are you gonna do now?
No, because I really do try to bring my own. If I can't or I forget, then that's my fault. If it doesn't have handles now, that it doesn't have handles. But there are people that are complaining, and they're like, okay, we'll give you $5 back. There's some people that are complaining.
Who are they complaining
get
to?
$5
To the store?
Yes, and then I know,
Wow.
and they're like saying, "Well, Trader Joe's still has handles on their bags." You know, they're complaining about it.
So if
like
you
you're
go-
making me hold it in the old, back in the days, like with no handles.
So if you go into the store, according to you, I'm not
Yes,
I'm
this
not
is
saying
what
that this is what's happening, but
Yes.
according to you, if I go into Safeway and I say, "Hey, y'all, you guys are making my life harder for me. I want some sort of credit," and they're going to give me some money back.
There have been times
That
where,
is
so you can't
phenomenal.
quote me that at your Safeway they're going to do this, but there have been people saying, "Hey, well, you know what, Trader Joe's, I go over there and they have handles, and I don't have to crush, hold it dear to by my body, and my stuff might get crushed."
Well, yeah, no, I mean, hey, look, they got to give me something because I've seen too many people walking around with those bags, and then all of a sudden the bottom just falls out, and now you got cucumbers all over the parking lot. You know?
I know,
So
like avocados rolling down under the car.
I'm gonna need some
But-
sort of credit. So if that's true, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that today.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and be like, you know what? I just noticed something. There's no handles, and my carpal tunnel is acting up on me, like gripping the top of this bag.
There it is.
I'm gonna need some money back.
Hold it like a baby.
Yeah, hold it like a baby.
Hold it like
That's
a
crazy.
baby.
If I was holding it like a baby, it would be in the cart, right? Because you're supposed to put the baby in the cart. See, there's too many holes. There's too many holes to this bag fiasco.
Okay.
You watching Hit List Live right now? It's Freska and Rudy. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram at Freska and Rudy. Here's a place where I don't think this guy cared anything about bags. I don't think this guy cared about anything at all. This dude was caught in Solano County, Fairfield to be exact, going 148 miles per hour in his Corvette.
That's so crazy.
And this, I'm glad that he got caught because obviously this is very reckless, and he's facing hefty fines and a
Good.
license suspension.
Good.
Which is good. I just don't know if that is that
That's
enough
not
though?
enough.
I mean, if you go 148 miles per hour on the freeway, at least it wasn't like on a road. But
I think there should be some jail time.
do you think somebody should go to jail if they do 148 miles per hour?
Because you're super careless. You don't care about anybody. Obviously, that means careless. But I mean, there are people on the road, and you could have killed them.
I mean, but the fact
Because you
that
want to
he
be
didn't
dumb.
though,
But you want to be dumb, and,
Right.
and because you would do that, and you say you didn't get caught, the next time you do it, you could kill somebody.
I think
know?
a suspended license is definitely the right
That's
move.
enough?
I don't know about putting him in prison though, because I mean I've driven fast before, never 148 miles per hour. I've never had a car that was capable of going 140 miles per hour. I had a Nissan Sentra, and that thing had some juice, but
Okay,
that's about
okay.
it though. But 148 miles per hour is super reckless. I don't know
Yeah.
if it deserves jail time because I've been in situations where it's like you have to drive fast. Like anytime that you've ever been wanting to go to the bathroom and you're still 6 miles away from your house.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't step on the gas.
I know, but I'm not
You're
doing
gonna step on
148 miles
You're
an
not.
hour.
You're not. But
You know?
it's still a little reckless to go like 90.
That's true.
On the freeway when everybody's going like 65, 70.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe would you ever just go in the car?
No, that's crazy. That's I mean, come on. I'd rather.
I'm just asking. Like, I mean, I think some people are just like they couldn't make it, and so they're like, you know what, I'm not going to make it, so I might just have to just go here.
I mean, I'll get out of the car first. You know, so I'll go on the side of the freeway before I go in my in my middle console. You know what I'm saying?
Ew.
I'm just saying. Where else are you going to go? The glove compartment? You know,
I get it. I know. But glove compartment. That's a whole other situation.
But don't you have any reason to drive really fast?
No, I know. Like as much as I would complain, like, hey, you know, my kids are on the road driving, and here's this maniac who doesn't care. You could injure my children and other people. I would for sure be going 200 miles an hour if my kid had a medical emergency,
Exactly.
and then I become the paramedic in my Camry, and then it becomes an ambulance. You know, what I mean?
what if somebody's having a baby in the car?
Ooh,
Is that worth
yeah.
going 100 miles per hour? I mean, I would think so. You know, if you really got to get the lady to the hospital and it's like a life-threatening situation, I would say that is worth hitting the gas. You know what I mean? And if you get pulled over,
Yeah.
this is the crazy part. I always wondered, like if somebody's having a baby in the car, does the cop have to like adhere to his job and like give you the rundown as to why you're not supposed to be speeding, or do they immediately like take you straight to the hospital?
No, I think what they do is they have to assess like what's going on. She might have to have it here.
They have to check if she's crowning.
Yeah.
Like, how many centimeters is that?
Let's make sure the baby's okay, and they have
Yeah.
to call paramedics and stuff like that, and just have to walk her through what's happening, because there's been so many times where you're not going to make it.
Right.
We're just going to have to do this right here on the side of the freeway or the side of the road somewhere in the parking lot, and do what you got to do there. But I mean, I would be speeding too. I mean, I remember when I was having my baby, I was like, "Can you drive faster, please?"
Oh, you were in a car when that was happening?
Yeah.
What? Were you driving or somebody else driving?
No, somebody else was driving.
Whoa.
My kid's dad was driving, and I was like, please, like, these contractions are, warrant, putting your foot to the gap.
Yeah,
to
please.
put it to the metal,
Like, do you have wings on this thing? Can we just fly over the traffic?
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, so many babies have been born in Ubers. I bet you there's at least 100 babies in America that are named Uber, just out of like a sign of respect.
Rudy Uber Ortiz?
It could happen. My potential baby's mom is definitely an Uber chick, and she probably have my first child in an Uber or a Lyft.
Well, thankfully nobody got hurt when that maniac was on the line.
Real talk,
on the
man.
road.
What if we found out it was a Waymo going 148 miles per hour?
Holy snap!
I'm just saying, y'all. Just
it's
keep
possible.
an eye out. Yeah.
It's possible. It's the Bay.
If they mimic human behavior, you know how we get down out here. We love fast cars.
Hey, it's Freska and Rudy, and you're watching Hit List Live on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on our social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok at Freska and Rudy. We would love to interact with you guys on there, and also interact with you guys right here. So if you have a comment, like, please put it in there, and we'll answer in real time. Our producers is checking it out right now. Shout out to Jay. But okay, so here's another thing. Have you ever taken those long flights and just wish that you can lie flat?
Yeah.
On those, take a nap or
Usually,
go to sleep.
The longest flight I've ever taken was 15 hours, and I definitely wanted to lay down. Couldn't do that. Luckily, they let me stand up and walk around. But if they would have given me a chance to like kick my feet up and put my head down, I would have taken that immediately.
I know. So there's Air New Zealand. They're rolling out bunk beds on their long haul flights, and this is also for economy. This is not just like first class. This is like economy for us regular folks. And they can book these things called Skynest pods.
Okay.
But extra fee, but there's also some rules though.
Okay, what are the rules?
There's some rules. So the rules are no snacks.
No snacks? Man, that's the rules in my house. Like no snacks in bed.
Right.
I gotta adhere to the same rules on the plane?
It's not our house, so I suppose.
That's ridiculous.
So no snacks, no scents. So you can't be up in there like with all kind of perfume and all that, because I guess maybe you're not the only one that's going to use this thing. But anyway,
see, New Zealand, this is why Australia rejects you, because you guys come up with these are ridiculous rules.
Well, at least you're trying this out, but you also can't be cuddling up in there. So.
And that's even more ridiculous. What do you mean? That's the ultimate snack.
They don't want any other, two people DNA left up there.
Nah, that's ridiculous, man. First of all, the fact that they're giving me bunk beds makes me feel very poor. Like that doesn't make me feel like I spent my money wisely. The fact that I'm getting a bunk bed.
Beggars can't be choosers. Though.
I'm not a beggar.
But I would rather. Hey, look, can I please lie flat up in here? Hey, no problem. You got to go up there. You can't eat, can't cuddle, can't have can't have sense. But go for it. I'm on it.
That's wild. The
I'm
whole
not gonna be eating in my sleep anyways.
The eating thing is ridiculous. I'm gonna eat. People are gonna eat. People are breaking that rule right now.
You're gonna fall asleep with a chip in your mouth.
The scent thing, I don't even know where they got that from. What
if you stink?
I mean, or what if you just smell good? You can't just smell good in bed. You know what I mean? Like you can't just smell. I don't even know why they even applied that rule here. The one that cracks me up the most though is like no cuddling. Listen, bro, there's a thing called the Mile High Club. People join that all the time. You're not supposed to do it. Matter of fact, when you go into a bathroom in a Southwest Airlines or a Delta Airlines, that is a very tiny area.
Yeah.
So technically, like, it's against the laws of physics that you would be able to even join the Mile High Club, especially if you got some certain moves the way I do. You know what I'm saying? I'd be doing certain things. But but so if people join the Mile High Club, you think that they're not gonna cuddle on the Sky Pod? Of course they are.
I don't know.
You're not going to get your cuddle on. If you and Mike decide to go 20 hours, you guys go to Japan. It's a long flight, and you guys have a bed available to you. You're not going to cuddle up with your man?
Hey, listen, Mike is that kind of dude that won't break the rules.
Okay.
So there's no cuddling.
What about you? But you could make him break the rules.
No, I can't.
You can't make him break the rules?
No, he's that kind of dude.
All right. Well, let me rephrase it. If he was a rule breaker, you're telling me you're not going to break the rules? You're not going to cuddle with your man for 20 hours?
It depends how small that space is. If I'm going to go up there and just take a nap, I'm good, bro. Like, if this is a 13, 15, 16 hour, like, flight.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's cool. I let me just get some sleep and I'll be re-energized.
All I'm saying is that I see people cuddling going
Plus he
from.
snores. My man snores, so I'm
Well,
not trying to be up in the sky nest with a snore
You
monster right
got to
next
muzzle
to me.
it. That's why you got to cuddle so you can muzzle that thing.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that I see people cuddling in the regular like Spirit Airlines seats going from Sacramento to San Diego. I've seen that 100 times. Okay. And so if you give these people a bed, we're gonna get our cuddle on.
All right.
There's gonna be a whole lot of cuddling going on over here. All right, you're watching Freska and Rudy right now. It's the Hit List Live. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram at Freska and Rudy on Instagram and on TikTok. Don't forget about TikTok. Very important. Here's somebody that nobody ever wants to cuddle with. And I feel bad for this dude. Mark Zuckerberg. You heard of this guy?
Yes.
You know this guy? Apparently he put together some app or something like that. Meta is working on a new and improved AI version of Mark Zuckerberg so he can step into meetings and chat with employees when he's not available. It's being trained on his voice, his tone, his way of thinking, which is
just crazy.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
I don't like it when it's studying my brain. I'm not into that. And it's making sure that it responds like him. And it could even share his views on company strategy, and that's hella scary.
Well, yeah, I know, because now you have a robot speaking for you.
Or even worse, you have two Mark Zuckerbergs.
Yeah,
that's really the scary part. Is that now he's multiplying?
And then what if people actually get confused as to who's the real one speaking? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
or what if there's like another version of Mark Zuckerberg and now you got three of them?
Yeah, what if they just start multiplying? Like
and the two start teaming up on the original Mark Zuckerberg. Yes. And now we have a situation. Now we have a real iRobot situation. So
this is the beginning.
I mean, I think we're already in the middle of it. I think we're in the middle of the movie.
I know, but what I'm saying is this just seems like first you have those individual ones, but then you have one like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is not an actual robot, but that's going to be the next move. You know what I mean? Like right now it's just like an application probably of some kind.
But the next move is to do something, have the hardware. Right now it's just software.
Right.
But there will be some hardware.
Hell no.
So let me ask you a question. If you decide to take a meeting with like your boss, right? And your boss has an AI version of themselves that is going to join the meeting for you to talk to. And then the AI version of your boss gives you some sort of instruction and you follow it, and your original boss doesn't like what you did. Do you feel like you have the right to tell them like, hey, your AI version,
100%,
blame your AI version of yourself?
100%.
So you're saying the AI version is responsible for anything that happened, or the original person is responsible for anything the AI version does?
Get mad at yourself, bro.
Because
you have invited this into your construct.
Oh my goodness.
And now you want to get mad at me, bro. This is your fault.
Dude, could you imagine getting into an argument with your own AI clone that knows how you think, knows all your little tricks and everything? You'll never be able to win an argument.
I wanted to shut it down, but I wonder if you could just shut it down.
No, it'll know.
It's intuitive, because what if it just says, no, you can't do it? I already figured out how to not shut myself off.
Exactly.
Oh,
as soon as you walk into the room, your AI version will be in the room like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to.
I'll tell you this, though. I know that there at least is one person or kind of person that would want themselves to be in a bunch of different places at once.
Okay.
A parent.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying that's a good idea, but it's like, hey, my one kid is over at this baseball game, my other kid has a soccer game, and then my husband I need to cook for, and, so. That
is so interesting, though, because if you are a parent, think about this, though. Let's say you have an AI clone, and you have two kids, and they have a sporting event each, right? The one that you send the AI clone to, that's your least favorite kid. It has to be, right? I'm just saying though. Is that not the situation that you're putting yourself in as the parent? Yeah. It's like, well, I'm gonna send you my mommy's copy, and mijo, I'm gonna be definitely front and center at your event.
Or they switch so that they each get each other.
You better switch them. You better switch them. Otherwise, that favoritism thing is gonna go, because you're showing so your favoritism. You know what I'm saying? So, parents of the future, you're gonna have some help.
Yeah.
But your kids are also gonna need therapy because they're gonna be like, mommy always favored my brother because she would always be there for the real stuff, and I got the AI version.
The clone. Gosh, that would be terrible. But I do kind of see this happen in the future, though.
Yeah, or maybe all the future AI versions will just be all Mark Zuckerbergs, and that's who will be your assistant in the future.
Oh man. man.
That'll be fun.
Hey, it's Freska and Rudy, and you are watching Hitless Live. Thank you again for joining us. And follow us, you guys, at Freska and Rudy on TikTok and on Instagram.
Yeah,
okay?
follow us for real. It's not your AI version,
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg clone. All right?
Yes.
The real you.
DM us. We are really active on that. So make sure you keep in touch with us. We would love that. But also, you were talking about how, these kids are going to need therapy. I think some folks need therapy after they hear about this when it comes to their significant others.
Okay.
So there's let me ask you this first. Like, have you ever kept some pretty dark secrets? We all have secrets. Well, actually, we all have secrets.
Just in general?
Yeah, we all have secrets,
yeah,
right?
I got a lot of secrets. I'm fighting demons every day.
Yeah, and some of us have deeper secrets than others. But what happens when the person that you're about to marry, like maybe a week prior, you then disclose this really big secret to them. And then it's not just a secret, it's a big secret that you've buried deeply, and you're like, okay, I got to let you know. We're going to get married in a week. And then you put them in a position of like, I don't even know if I know you anymore. Yeah. Right? So there's a new movie that's out. It's called The Drama. It's with Zendaya.
Yes.
Right. And Robert Pattinson. And that's what it's about. It's about, a fiance disclosing some information. And then now you're wondering if
you should just disclose what the information is. So because it'll be easier for people to understand what we're getting at.
Okay.
Just say
I'm
what
beating around the bush.
Look, spoiler alert. All right.
Well, I know.
It's 2026. Figure it out.
But it's not even really spoiler alert because it is part of the trailer. So Zendaya basically tells or discloses to her friends with him there, with their fiance there, that she was planning a school shooting.
Right.
When she was in middle school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Zendaya's character, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Sorry.
Zendaya.
Let me
we know
clarify.
you're cool, Zendaya.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And Robert Pattinson's like, I don't know who you are.
Oh, so
I didn't know you were capable of planning something so heinous.
You remember that movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer? Yeah. It's like, so I'm going to marry a mass shooter. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Right, or somebody that was really plotting it.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you got specific because I think it's important, and I'm sure that anybody who's listening is like, well, it depends on what they did. So let's start there.
Okay.
Let's say the love of your life reveals to you that they were planning this huge, heinous crime, like a mass shooting.
But they didn't.
But they didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
And also they were like 12, 13 years old when they thought about it.
Right.
Are you still marrying that person? That was like 15 years ago.
Because of who I am, I probably would.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
But, I'm one of those people that get myself into these situations.
You would let that slide?
Well, I mean, I want to... Here's the difficulty, right?
Wow.
You love this person, and then you're like, oh, I think that you've changed.
Well, I think that might be a woman's perspective because I think you guys really enjoy changing people.
I think you...
So she's like, I've done my job. Look, you used to be a mass murderer.
Hey, you know what? I can't even argue with you there because we do these crazy things.
That is nuts.
I know. I think that, I don't know. I can't, to be truthful, I cannot say that I would not absolutely, give up on it.
Yeah.
To be very honest, because I'm that kind of person that's like, oh, well, I think you've changed, and maybe that's to my detriment, right? But I mean, there's levels to the game,
right?
Because she didn't carry it out.
Yeah, mass murder is definitely a red flag.
But she didn't carry it out.
I mean, I'm glad she didn't. Maybe she didn't have the ammunition available that day. I don't know what her problem. Like she had a big hiccup in the middle of the whole plan.
Okay,
but definitely I can't do it. If my girl tells me like, hey, I was going to plan this huge, heinous crime where all these people were going to die and I just couldn't get it done, or I just decided not to do it. That is a no-go on the wedding.
Okay.
The wedding is canceled.
All right. Okay.
Well, I want to live.
But what about this? Okay. I know we've talked about how, people cheat, right? And what if another person now in their adult life, they are a known cheater and they actually planned to cheat on you with this, like your best friend. And they actually already had like, a whole plan. Like you would never have known. And she had this romantic thing in her mind about your best friend, but she never carried it out.
No.
No, as in what? No, you wouldn't.
We are not getting married.
Okay.
No, if you told me that, dude, if my fiance even told me a couple of weeks before my marriage that my best friend was so hot, the wedding is over. The wedding is done. No, there's certain things that you just don't touch.
Yeah.
Murder's one of them.
Okay.
And infidelity
Right.
is I mean, you might as well murder me in that case.
What about credit card fraud? What if
I'm cool with credit card fraud. We can work that out.
Okay,
That's fine.
Okay, but what if that person obviously like they stole hella stuff, they were in jail for this credit card fraud that you never knew, and then they now have your social security number. They have access to all your credit cards, and when you get married, you own half of your spouse's debt too.
Listen, you're choosing to marry somebody. You're already opening up yourself to be a victim. So I mean, what's that doesn't even matter at that point. If she likes money, if she likes to take people's money, well then there's a reason she said I do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
So I already know that's part of the game. But infidelity and murder and things like that. Matter of fact, cheating is worse than the credit card thing.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if I know you're a chronic cheater, I know you're a chronic cheater, and you've been doing that for the last 10, 15 years or whatever with all your relationships, that's not going to mean that our relationship is going to be any different. Like, this is what you do. But if you got caught up in some credit card fraud and you served your time and you haven't done anything ever since then, I could let that slide.
Okay.
Yeah. People change.
All right.
People change, babe. You know, forget JC's Penney's. You know what I'm saying? Like, JC Penney's was tripping. I still love you.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Come on, man. That's my boo thing, man.
Well, that's all good.
Just because she has 5 different signatures in 6 different countries and 7 different passports, doesn't mean I can't love her.
That is crazy.
All right, you're listening to Freska and Rudy. Hit List Live. We do this every single weekday morning, 6 to 10 on 102.9 KBLX. And also, we appreciate the fact that you guys are joining us every single Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, we have the first ever Freska and Rudy brunch live and direct this Saturday at Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, Dave & Buster's at Ceremony Center in Daly City. The only way you can win tickets to get into this thing is to win them at 6:55 every weekday morning with us. And you only have till tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, you got 2 more days, yo. You got 2 more days.
Yep.
Pull on up, man. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have games. We're gonna play Minute to Win It, and most importantly, we're gonna have you.
Yes. We love you.
Even if you are a credit card scammer, come on through.
All right, you guys, have a good day. Bye.